adding some variations with the hi-hat, which we've actually discussed with the chicken. 2 and 3 and 4 and... Moving on, the first variation on the groove that I employ the most is adding the hi-hat on those bass drum pattern, or the bass drum beats in the middle of the pattern, like we do with the chicken. However, because we're already playing 16th notes, it's not going to change the pattern that I'm playing in my right hand. If anything, I'm going to be leaving out a beat when I open the hi-hat. So I'm going to do this again at 60. 2, 3, 4. Earlier in the video, I was discussing stick control, and one of the exercises I discussed was right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. The groove that I play for Behind the Veil is essentially this, just putting my rights on the cymbal and adding my bass drum with my right hand. Once you start to get that motion down, when I play the two lefts, I use those as grace notes, and I accent the last left of the groove. Now, in the actual context of the song, I elongate this to twice as long before I do the accent. So that would go like this. So now, if you can get this up to tempo with the song, you're going to have something that sounds like this. That's the basic foundation for this groove. One of the first things that I will add is my left foot in on this, on the offbeats. Let's take a look at just my feet for this part of the groove. I have You'll notice that in the beginning, the hi-hat's going to come before the second beat on actual beat 2, and the bass drum's coming on 1 and then the end of 2, but then they both meet on beat 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. So now I can add my hands on top of that, and I get this. I want to demonstrate the groove that I play for the song No Divisions. I'm going to start by just playing the groove how I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to break it down. So here we go. I have the metronome set at 8th note equals 188, and it's in a 6/8 feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so to break down what's going on in this groove, I'm going to first start with a bare bones beat. I'm going to just play the 6 in my hi-hat and the backbeat on beat 4 in my snare. And I'm going to play the 2/3 polyrhythm in my bass drum for the first 3 beats. So it's going to go like this. Once you get comfortable with that, you can start to add ghost notes at the end of the measure to lead you back to the downbeat, like this. 2, 3. You could also add ghost notes in between all the other hi-hat notes. It's kind of a funk repertoire standard for how to play ghost notes. So if you alternate between right and left, but you only grace the snare drum, you end up getting this. I'm going to slow that one down even more. One of the variations that I like to do on this is with the hi-hat. I play the hi-hat with my bass drum pattern for the first half of the measure, and then I leave it the same for the last half of the measure. So that would go. I'm still adding some ghost notes here or there. That's kind of up to your discretion. With the previous discussion on ghost notes, once you figure all that out, it kind of just becomes part of how you play the instrument. So I'm going to slow down the hi-hat variation with the bass drum so that we can work from there. And I'm going to add some of the ghost notes as well for feel. 1, 2. You'll notice I start opening the hi-hat towards the end of the phrase. Again, the variations that I've discussed in the beginning are almost universal for all types of grooves. And once you become familiar with them, you can start to add those at your will throughout the songs.
On the drums, everybody!
My hope is that after you've seen this video, you will have a better understanding on some of these basic grooves that can be played in many different genres and different performance opportunities that you'll have, and that also you'll be able to start becoming more creative and have some more ideas on how to expand upon the grooves that you already know and love to play. I want to thank you for buying this video, and I wish you the best.